Hi, I'm Dr. Ken Torrens. On today's episode of Legendary Living, we're going to talk about setting goals. This is something which I found with the vast majority of people who walk into my life that they really haven't spent too much time thinking about this subject. They're kind of just going with the flow of what life presents them. One of the reasons that I think people shy away from thinking about goals is they don't want to fail at things. So let's start to dig into this. One, what should a goal represent in your life? Well, ideally, it should be whatever it is that's most important to you. And people go, well, how do I get at that? Well, you need a really good question, a really good why, W-H-Y, motivator in your life. So we dig down. The quality of the answers that you're going to get is really going to be proportional to the quality of the questions that you ask yourself. So a big question for me is, if there are no rules and I cannot fail, what does my ideal life look like? I have been prescribing this question to my clients for many years, and what I tell them to do is ask themselves that question right before they go to bed. Put themselves on the clock, only 3 minutes. Whatever comes to mind, write it down. Now, why do we have to write it down? One, it just ends that process. If all you're doing is you start thinking about something, you're going to have a tendency to continue to think about it. It's just going to keep on looping and looping in your brain. As soon as you start to write things down, you get a clarity about those things, and it's basically starting that process of creation. Just like an architect may think about what a beautiful building would look like, until he starts to draw it out and then get down to the fine details and put it on the blueprint paper, it's not a model for anything. But once that architectural design is in place, now the people, the resources, the materials can all come into play to build whatever the architect has designed. You are the architect of your life. You are the author of your life. The story that you're going to build, the objectives that you're going to create, they have to start somewhere. So we want to dig into, what is your ideal life? What does it look like to you? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? Who are the people that you're going to be with when you're living that ideal setting? Get those things written down. Now, answering that key question, right? What you want to have as a motivator, and there are two important things. One, what is going to bring you the most pleasure in your life versus what's going to be painful, right? A person doesn't typically want to enter into things that hurt them. They want to move into things that make them happy. So you want to be that frank with yourself. What is it that most makes me happy in my life? Look into your past experiences. Look into your current relationships. Look into the things that you have had the most success with in the past. Those are the things which typically reflect your talents, your personal gifts, and those are the things, if you live in those, are going to give you that happiness. The other thing is looking at things from a perspective of, is this consistent with myself or not? I really believe in this, what we call this consistency model of success. So when you start to develop the goals, is this something really truly that you can align yourself with or not? Then, based on that truth in that ideal life that you want, you're going to develop some activities in there which are going to, once you do those on a consistent basis, bring this about. In our further videos, we're going to talk more about the specifics of doing this goal setting in the arenas, especially within your own personal health, your energy, your performance, and your wellness. So for Legendary Life, I'm Dr. Ken Torrens.